Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. When you are born, yes, you have to go and get registered to get a birth certificate. The birth certificate is sent to your home. It has your mom's name on there for sure, and it may or may not have your dad's name on there, but it's registered because as life progresses, there is progression in life. You may need to tap into some of the systems. And if you do not have a birth certificate, if you cannot prove you were born where you say you were born, if you cannot show, well, these are my parents because you were not registered, you can have a problem. You can understand you may have a problem, can't you? You know how many people are crossing borders and trying to reside in places if you don't have ID? Who's to say where you came from? You must be able to say, this is my birth certificate. And then as life goes on, when you were riding horses and you were riding cows, and then now you have a vehicle, vehicles came on board now. You have to have a driver's license. You have to register that particular vehicle. I've never seen a driver's license tacked on the back of an ass or a cow or a horse. You've never seen that. But with a vehicle, it needs to be registered because it's progressive. You could hit someone with a car or you could hit another car. You need to know who that car was registered to. And if it was someone who was legally authorized to be driving behind the driver's section of the car, you need to have that. Okay. And now you're getting even more progressive, and there, you have a little money and you want to go and visit another country. You need a passport. You need a passport. First, you have your birth certificate. Now you're having to have a license to be on the road. And now you want to go to another country. You need a passport, or you need some kind of stamp or whatever to get on a plane or a ship or a boat to visit another country. These are things that need to be done. You need to know who's visiting, and if something happens, you have to say, you have the documentation to say, okay, this particular person was in this country at this particular time, and if something happens, maybe we can look to see if that person was at fault or whatever. If you lost something, you need to have digital footprints. You need to know where you are. We need to know where you are. People need to know where you are. And there are satellites in space that can actually tell you where you are because of your driver's license, because of the credit cards, because of your cell phone. They can pinpoint where you are at a particular time and place. Now, this national digital ID that you are belly aching about, you're belly aching about, oh, they're taking away our rights. They can say that we were not born in Barbados. I cannot deal with it. And I'm looking at this video that came out, and I see a big time criminal. A criminal is always a criminal, okay? A criminal. It's part of your resume. There's a big time criminal. I mean, they say Winston, he's going by Junior, he's going by all different kinds of names, but a big time criminal. And then some look as though they just like came out of the rum shop. Look, how do you listen to these people? You are a Barbadian if you were registered there at birth. You're registered. You are a Barbadian if you have a ID or you have a passport. You have those things. You have driver's license. You have those things. You have children who are born there. But if part of progressing, if part of the system they have on earth is saying that they need you to comply, you're getting bigger, you're getting better, progressing, and there's some sort of national ID. And I heard a Jamaican saying that they're not going to do it, and then after that voice note came out of not doing it, not complying, then you saw another blog came out that says that, yeah, they're changing their constitution there in Jamaica to accommodate this national ID system. It's the way it is. It's the way life is going. You don't run this earth. You don't run this earth. This earth is run by, and your books will tell you, it's probably not even blood people. It's probably not even flesh people. These are people behind the scenes that you will never know. You do not run this world. You cannot run this world. You probably were not even from this world. You probably were put here to be slaves. You do not know why you are here. You do not know how you got to Barbados. Yeah, you will say, oh, from Africa, but where were you before Africa? You really don't know. You really don't know why you are even existing. Why are you even existing? Why are you breathing? You do not know. But what you do know is you don't run the world. No matter how much money you have, you still don't run the world. You do not run this world. You're in it. And you're buying time. All everyone here is doing is buying time. You're walking into the grave. You're buying time. You make yourself happy. You go to the store. You buy clothes. You want to change your car out. You want to travel. You want to make yourself feel as though you're just buying time. You are buying time before they drop dirt on you or before they burn you and put you in an urn. You are buying time. You cannot own this world. Okay? There are principalities behind the scenes that are probably not even human. They're probably not even human. So this national ID that you're belly aching about, did you belly ache about being born and having someone go to register you? Oh, you didn't. I'm not saying that. But your parents did, and they sent you down to be registered because why? They know that when you need to call on the system for whatever help you may need or whatever assistance or whatever is due to you, they can say, oh yes, this is a legally born person in Barbados. They were registered this day on this year. This is the father. This is the mother. This is where their homestead is. This is where they live. You can live other places, but they have a record. So the national ID. Please tell me what part of progression you are offended by. The fact that you sat in slavery and they gave you an act. They gave you an act of freedom. It's all acting. You're still slaves. You still work in the hotels. You still work in the chauffeurs. You're still working. Okay? You're still trying to make ends meet. And you're birthing into slavery. That's when you're birthing into poverty. Anyone who births into poverty, that is a signal that you are a slave. So you're still that. But with this progressiveness, if it's progression, I don't know what it is, national ID. It's a national ID. A national ID. What all the fighting you're doing and all the criminals you have on your videotape, or that big time criminal there on the videotape, and all the people that look half drunk on the videotape, it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna be rolled out. It is still going to be rolled out. Okay? Some people have credit cards and some people don't. Some people travel and some people don't. Some people live in a house and some people don't. Whatever you want to do, you do. But you have to have some sort of identification so that when your name is called, they can say, yeah, this person was born here to these people and this is where they live and yeah, whatever. But you have to have some form of identification. If the old one is being done away with, don't sit in comfort like you did when you were enslaved. When you were in slavery, okay? Stop with all this comfort shit. Stop with all this comfort shit. And move on. Move on. You do not own this world. You do not own the earth. You do not own the earth. You don't know how you got here. They can give you a story, implant a story in your head, and you repeat it. You don't know why you're here, but you do know you're slaves. You do know you're slaves, and you do know you cannot get off the earth easily. You're stuck here. But, the system as it is not something that you can fight with because you're not fighting against flesh and blood. It's your Veronica.